Hello and welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. There's silverware up for grabs this afternoon as Derby County take on Burton Albion for the Bass Charity Vase. It's the latest pre-season outing for the Rams and perhaps the first chance to see a new signing in black and white for the first time. That's Owen Beck, who joined Derby on a season-long loan from Liverpool on Friday lunchtime. Beck is reunited with John Eustace, who he played for on loan at Blackburn last season. The 22-year-old is a former Wales youth international and he becomes Derby's 6th signing of the summer.
Firstly, welcome to Derby County. How did you first find out about the interest and how did the move come about?
To be honest, I think it was just one of them, conversations where I speak with my agent and, he tells me clubs are interested and stuff like that. And then, obviously I know the manager well from last year. And once I spoke to the manager, I think, with that experience of working with him before and in the past, it kind of moved pretty fast. And then it was a no-brainer really.
And you mentioned working with John Eustace before. What was your relationship with him and what do you expect from him as a manager? Last season, I played under him and we built a really good connection and I feel like, he got the best out of me and when he called up and we had that conversation again where he was looking to bring me in, it was a no-brainer really. I think I enjoyed playing under him. As I said, I feel like he got the best out of me, but I feel like he can get even more out of me this season and I can push that step further. You've had loans at the Scottish League, in League One and in the Championship. How did you find the level last season with Blackburn?
Really tough. I think, it's a league that has, a lot of quality. I think there's no easy games in the league and it was good for me to, to be playing at that level week in, week out and I feel like I had a good season, but as I said, I feel like this season I can take it that step further and go and show everyone what I'm really about. And
you're a left back by trade. When you get onto the pitch, what is it that you look to bring to a team?
I think the main thing, is doing my job going forward and defensively. I say they're both as important as each other. I feel like defensively I like to win my 1v1 duels and always come out on top, and going forward I like to get goals, assists, and I think that'll be one of my main targets this year, to make sure I succeed in that area, as it's definitely somewhere where I feel like I can improve on from last year.
And you mentioned some goals names there. When you have a loan move and you must discuss with your parent club, with the club that you're moving to, what is the aim for you?
I feel like first and foremost, I need to play games. Also, had injuries last year, and I just want to play and try and stay injury free. And then in the game, I feel like I'm going to set myself personal goals, and also I'm sure the manager will have goals that he wants the team to achieve. So hopefully I can hit my personal goals and help the team achieve theirs too.
That's Derby new boy Owen Beck after he signed for the Rams on Friday. Well, Derby's pre-season campaign continues away at Burton Albion this afternoon. It's a short trip and, as ever, there are plenty of links between the two clubs. Starting with the Brewers' first-team coach John Brayford. It was his testimonial on Tuesday night as Burton lost 2-1 to Sheffield United. Brayford made over 400 appearances for the club in 2 spells, but also won the Jack Stamps Trophy as Derby's Player of the Year back in 2011. He was a fan favourite over a 3-year spell. And the coaching staff that led Burton to a great escape in League One last season also have Derby links. Head coach Gary Bowyer had 2 spells in the Rams Academy, while his assistant Pat Lyons spent 14 years in the academy at Moor Farm. And we mustn't forget Jake Buxton, of course, Derby's senior transition coach, both played for and managed the Brewers. Well, Burton's League One campaign actually gets underway next weekend against Nigel Clough's Mansfield Town. Derby, of course, have an extra week to prepare for the start of their new championship campaign. Still 3 pre-season games to go for the Rams. We've been catching up with a man who's in form so far this summer, Kayden Jackson.
Yeah, it's pre-season. It's tough. Yeah, long days, long hours. Not a lot of days off, but no, it's building blocks for the season ahead. So yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Goals in your last 2 games, do you just see those as building blocks as well?
Yeah, just getting back familiar with the positions and getting in the box. You know, the games have been quite different. You know, and to be fair, we're probably going to face a lot of different type of fixtures in the Championship this season. So yeah, it's just about getting ourselves familiar with the roles, the shape. And yeah, it's always nice to end actions with goals and end games with wins as well.
It's not your first rodeo. How has your approach to pre-season changed through your career, if it has at all?
Probably the older I've got, the more pre-seasons I've done just to lock in more. You know, when you're younger, you can get caught up with distractions and thinking that you can kind of dip your toe in and, you know, not be kind of 100% committed to it. But no, I think if you want to reap the rewards and get the most out of pre-season, you have to be 100% committed. You have to, you know, sacrifice other things and make sure that, you know, your full focus is on getting as fit as you possibly can and taking on board the messages. You know, I said before, it's been long days, long hours, but you can't just switch off. You need to then, you know, when you finish at the training ground, you need to go home and maximise recovery. You know, still be taking on board messages and yeah, keep learning.
What's the recovery look like? Are you ice baths and saunas and compression shorts, all that sort of thing?
I'm not an ice bath person. Never have been. Probably never will be. Yeah, no, it's just saunas, a lot of pool mobility and stuff like that. Compression. I'm in my compression legs every day. So yeah, just whatever you can do. Sleep as well. That's a big thing. So yeah, whilst I've got a month and a half left without a baby, a newborn. So yeah, I'll make the most of this last month and a half whilst I can and get as much sleep in as I can.
You featured in every single game last season, 49 matches, only player to do that. I mean, firstly, how proud are you of that record?
Yeah, it's not something that you know, I take for granted. You know, being fit that's the be all and end all as a player. You know, you can have all these other things that you want to achieve, but ultimately, if you're not fit, then you aren't able to achieve any of that. So, yeah, that's, you know, something that I'm proud of. You know, the season wasn't how I wanted it to go, personally and as a collective, but you know, yeah, I can take something away from, you know, like you said, being available for every game. You know, wasn't always 100% fit, but as a player, you're very rarely going to be able to, you know, go throughout the whole season without any niggles, without any little issues. So yeah, I think I feel stronger this pre-season than I did last pre-season. I feel stronger. So yeah, hopefully that's something to build on. You know, of course, you need a bit of luck on your side to be able to go through a full season and be able to be available for the whole season. So hopefully I can continue doing what I can do and controlling what I can control. And yeah, as long as I can, you know, be out there and available for the gaffer to call on, that's all I aim to do.
Going into your second full season with the club, not the new boy anymore, how different does it feel not being one of the new faces in the building this summer?
Yeah, I think there's been quite a bit of change since I first came in. Yeah, from kind of top to bottom. So yeah, it's just a case of, you know, embracing the new lads. I feel like I've been here a lot longer than a year. The things we experienced together last year, that sometimes makes it feel a bit longer than it is. But yeah, like I said before, just embracing the new lads. You know, we're building a strong squad here, and you know, I think the culture's changed, and you know, we're looking to be successful this year. And you know, like I said before, I just want to be able to support the team, support the gaffer, be there for whenever he might call upon me, and yeah, be ready to give my all.
There is Kayden Jackson. Derby putting their unbeaten record in pre-season on the line today. So far, we've had that draw at Matlock, plus wins in Salzburg and Walsall on Tuesday. Still to come, Solihull Moors this week and the Tromitos here at Pride Park a week today. Remember, you'll be able to see every kick of pre-season here on RamsTV. Today we're down the road at a sold-out Pirelli Stadium, which means you can join us here on RamsTV for the very best coverage of your favourite team. Go to dcfc.co.uk now to get your Game Pass and join me and Sean Barker back here at 2:30 for Burton Albion against Derby County. Until then, goodbye.